welcome to Civil Coding Academy. As usual, I want to start our training right away. And like I said, I want to start from the basics. As I told you earlier on, everything we do, we try as much as we can to try from the basics. Because we assume that whoever comes here is a beginner. And so we always try to move from beginner to intermediate, from intermediate to advanced. So as a website designer, be you a full stack or front end or back end developer, the first thing to learn is HTML. What is HTML? Well, HTML is the building block of any website. Any website you see today has an HTML on it. It's just like when one is building a house. Your foundation, the building block is your HTML. So you can't start a house without a foundation. You can't build any website without HTML. So having said this, what does HTML stand for? HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Of course, it's not a programming language, but it's a markup language that is needed in programming. So for you to be a programmer, for you to be a web developer, for you to be maybe full stack, back end, front end, you must have the knowledge of HTML. But if you don't want to be a developer, it's still good for you to have knowledge of HTML because it helps you to know how your website is formed. Each website you go to today has an HTML element. So based on that, you don't need to learn this simply because you want to be a designer or maybe a web developer. No. For your own knowledge, for the sake of knowledge and curiosity, you are welcome to also learn this. So without much ado, let me tell you what I'm going to learn in this course. Here, we are going to learn how you can build a website using HTML. We are going to learn introduction to HTML. Like I told you, we always try to divide our work, introductory aspect, from there to intermediate level, from there to advanced level. So on the introductory level, that's what I'm going to teach you on introductory level. Then we're going to teach you what is HTML, how to download the course resources, HTML heading elements, HTML paragraph elements, closing tags. We are going to talk about opening tag and closing tag and the self-closing tags with a whole lot of other things to learn. We also introduce you to meta tags, introduce you to block and inline elements. We also introduce you to some other elements in HTML. And once you're ready to do this, then you are through with introductory aspect, which is the basics, which is the foundation. So what we will do, we move on straight to intermediate level. And on the intermediate level, we're going to teach you things like this. Let me scroll it. Let me scroll it. I'm going to teach you about list, about nesting and indentation, anchor elements, image elements, and a whole lot of others. Like apart from list, we'll take you to block and inline. We'll take you to page formatting. Yeah, page formatting is very, very good. You know how you can format your page in HTML. We'll also take you to comment, how to comment in HTML, what is comment, how comment is used. From there, we'll also take you to how to use some basic tags. Those tags that you learn at the foundation level to at beginning level, we do on it once again and show them to you once again. Then we take you to files. Files in HTML. What is it all about? How can you use it? And of course, we show you many other things there. From there, we now move on to advanced level, which is advanced HTML. In advanced HTML, we take you to forms. From forms, we take you to input. From input, from there, forms, input, and so many others, like how you can create a form, I can create a contact page, so I can contact. For example, if you check a website, let me take example of a website like Gmail. Yeah, of course, Gmail. You go to Gmail, you open your website, you type in your email address, put in your password, and you press enter, and your email open. That is form. That is contact form. The teacher you can create this kind of form, okay? Be it contact form, be it registration form, be it a form for organization, and even file can submit your file, your CV and the rest of them. I can write calendar, date, and the rest of them. So I tell you, by the time we are through with all this, then we become a complete HTML. You have a strong knowledge of HTML, everything that has to do with HTML. Let me just, before we move into the class, let me also tell you something here. If you check very well, look up, you see the cost for this. The price tag for this is 34,900. But because of discount of 81%, they offer this course for 6,500 naira. But guess what? You are not paying a dime. I'm teaching you this course completely for free. But that doesn't mean that the course is a free course. If you check it, so people are paying money to get this course. So the fact that you're going to learn it for free Doesn't mean you have to be lazy. No, you have to try your best, put in the best effort, learn harder, try the best as you can to be able to acquire things so that you'll be able to learn. Don't forget what I said earlier on, that for you to excel, you have to practice, 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 practice. So my advice for you is this: as you are going to start the practical aspect now, try take a look at the video, watch it the first time, go over it again, then start practicing along with me. By the time you do this 2, 3, 4 times, before you know it, you start mastering it. And let me tell you one thing again: programs not about cramming. Okay, I can cram it and point out. No, it's not like cram like or something. Programs what you do as you are doing it is to become part and parcel of you. And before you know it, you'll become a developer and a good programmer. So having said this, let's move into my system. Let me show you how this can be done. See you in my next class.